Hi, in this video, I will give you a brief introduction what are alerts in Selenium, types of the alerts and how and what are the methods that we can use to manage alerts in Selenium. So alert is basically is a message box, right? That's a box that usually opens and gives you a warning or notification. And in some cases, it prompts you, it asks you to take action, to perform some specific action. All right, this is the definition. So to put it into simple terms, is we can say that alert is a message box that gives you warning or notification. In some cases, it asks you to perform some action. So we have different types of alerts, as you can see over here. It's listed simple alert, confirmation alert, and prompt alert. Simple alert is basically just click OK on it, confirmation, and ask you to confirm the action that you agree. You can cancel it or you can confirm it. Prompt alert, as the name implies, it usually asks you to perform it, to take action, to perform a specific action. So as I already say that there are some methods in Selenium that you can use this method to manage your alert. For example, you can dismiss, you can cancel it. This is the method that you can cancel it. Accept, you hit OK. You confirm that you agree with that. Get text, you can get the text of the alert, and send keys. If you don't get it, no worries. I'm gonna show you every single of these methods how they work. All right, so let's get into the implementation and how you can manage that in Selenium. So I want to create a new class for this, and I'm going to call this alerts, right? And I'm going to do this with the main method. All right, so there are some parts of the code that I'm going to copy this part. All right. So what I need to do is, all right. So this is the part that we copied that, and now we want to automate that, right? So let's actually go to the website. This is the website I'm going to use for this tutorial, and these are the alerts. So this is the alert, and when I click on it, and you see that there is a box. So a box open. This is an alert that gives you a notification. It say that, okay, you click on the button. So now how we can automate this? So first thing we need to find is click the alert, right? So what I need to do is I click OK, inspect. So first thing I need to find this. Then I click on this, and this is here we have the ID. I'm going to use the ID. And so let me actually do this, and I'm going to call this simp alert, meaning simple alert, right? So let's do this, and I'm going to call this ID. All right, so this is what we did. After I did, I'm going to click on it, right? So click on it so that I can open it. And then what I need to do is once I open that, what I need to do now, once we open this alert, we want to, for example, let's say when I click on it, I want to get this text. So how can I get this text, right? I want to get this text. How can I, because in Selenium, you need to switch to this alert. It doesn't work, but you need to switch. How we can switch? In Selenium, we use an interface called alerts. And first, we need to create a reference variable of that interface. So what we need to do is we're going to say alerts. And as you say, this is an interface. And I'm going to call this simple alert, right? Because this is the simple alert, driver.find. And then, sorry, my bad. So we're not going to use driver.find. We are going to switch to alert, right? Driver.switch to. And then I'm going to use the switch dot alert. So I'm going to switch to alert. When I switch to alert, then what I'm going to do? When I switch to that box, right? So when I switch to this box, I want to get that text. So how can I get that text when I switch it? So in that case, you can use, for example, let's say I want to store this, right? I want to store this, and I'm going to call this simp expect. So because this comes from the application, and I'm going to use driver, and then I'm going to use what? Simp alert and dot get text. And so in that case, I'm going to get the text of that box. And here, I'm going to actually store the actual value. I already copied that, right? So this is the actual value. And now here I can write a test case, right? For example, I can say that, let's say, if simp expect, let me actually rename that because later on it's gonna create a problem for us. And I'm gonna call this sim actual, right? So if sim expect dot equals, right? Sim actual. So if the two texts, the text that I'm getting from the box is equal to this text, we want to confirm that this is the actual text. Then in that case, what it can do, we can say, okay, we can say that text, for example, we can say text is match, right? Text is match, whatever message you want to put, and we can say that passed, right? So what about if it doesn't pass? Then we can say that, okay, we can use an else clause, and we can say that text is not match, and then we can say fail, right? We can say fail. All right, so this one actually is supposed to be text because all right, so now let's run this. And after I do this, what I'm gonna do is, because this happens pretty fast, I'm gonna wait for 2 seconds, and then what I need to do is close my web driver, right? The Google Chrome driver. So what I need to do is quit. All right, so let's run this, and all right, so I clicked on it, and then the test is the test passed, right? Because the text that we got from the alert button was so in that case, after we got the text, also we can, for example, after we switch and get the text, then what we are gonna do is let's say that we want to simple alert, and then we want to okay, and in that case, you see that you got all these methods that you can use it. For example, if you dismiss it, cancel it, you accept, you confirm the box, the alert, right? Accept is basically you hit okay on the notification, right? So we so it well, it happens really fast that we didn't even see. Okay, so it happens really fast, and let's to slow it down. I'm gonna actually use thread.sleep, and I'm gonna use 1 second. All right, so let's run this again. All right, we see that right now. It click on it and got the text, and it closed the browser. All right, so this was the simple alert, right? This was the simple alert. Okay, so let's actually continue this. And the next one, this was the simple alert. And now I want you do the confirm alert. How can I, this is happens you kind of the same, but you just need to confirm that, right? Or you can cancel that if you're not agree. You can cancel it, you can confirm it. So I'm gonna show you how we can cancel it, or how we can confirm it. So you need to find this, and this is the ID. We are gonna use ID, and what we need to do, again, we are going to use web elements, and we're going to use confirm, right? Confirm, and driver dot find oops, this one, and then I'm gonna use by the ID, right? So paste that. So first, as I said, we are gonna click on it. We are gonna click on this, and what else we need to do after we click on this, we are gonna switch to the alert, right? So again, we are gonna make a reference variable of this interface. We're gonna call this confirm alert, right? And driver.switch to dot alert. So now we actually switch to alert, and now we can do what we need to do is, let's say after we switch to the alert, right? After we switch to the alert, again, we want to get the text. We want to get the text of that alert box. How we can do that? We can call this confirm alert text, right? Or we can say confirm this is actually expected because it comes from the application, and we can say text confirm alert text driver. So in that case, what we need to use is confirm alert dot get text. So get text is a method that I already said that it's used to get the text of that alert, right? So let me actually show you what I'm talking about is right here. So this one, when you click on it, here is a text, right? So this text is, we can get this text by using the what? By using the get text method, right? So now what we need to do, this is the expected value that comes from the text box. And what about the actual value? I'm gonna confirm actual text, right? So this is the actual text. I'm gonna save it right here. So right now we can actually, again, we can write a test case, right? I'm gonna copy that because this is the same. All right, except that there are some change. Oops. My mouse is acting out. So copy that. And then what I need to do, I'm gonna paste this over here, right? It's kind of the same. But I need to change this part, right? Because now we have different parameters. So I'm gonna call if confirm expect text dot equal to confirm equals, then I can say confirms actual text. If they pass, we can say that, let's put something because to make it different from the other one, confirm pass, right? And if it doesn't pass, we can say that, what we can say, not confirm, test is failed. So what we do, it's pretty straightforward. We got the ID, and as I said, that whenever you want to perform some activity on a alert, you need to switch to that alert. If you don't switch it, then it's not going to work. So after we switch it, we are going to get the text from that alert box, right? We get a text, and this is the actual text that I manually just pasted over here. Now I want to test that if it works or not. So after this is done, what I need to do, then I'm gonna, what I need to do is I'm gonna cancel that. So I'm not agree with that, right? So if you notice that when you open up, there are cancel button as well, right? So let's actually run this. Let's run it. So first alert also is gonna be it's executed the first one that we ran, and then it's gonna runs the second one, which is confirm, right? So it happens really fast. And now we confirm that, right? We confirm that. Okay, so it says that confirms passed. All right. Okay. Then this was about the confirm, and the last one that we need to do is about the prompt. So how we can let's actually go to prompt. This one, when you click on it, it asks you to enter your username, right? So how we can automate this? It's one of the same way. Click on this, we add the prompt button. We got the ID. What we need to do is, and we can say prompt. Let's say prompt btn buttons, and then what we need to do is ID, and I'm gonna paste that. All right, so after we find it, the first step is that we need to click on it, right? So after we click on it, what do you want to do? Again, we need to use the alert interface. So after we use alert interface, now we can call this prompt alert, right? Prompt alert and driver.switch to dot alert. Okay, right now we actually switch to that alert. So that's the first step, that if you want to work on, if you want to do some action, some activities on the alert, you need to switch that first. So now that you switch into the alert box, now we can do whatever you want to do, right? So here, what we need to do, we need to send a text, right? We need to perform an action because it asks us to enter our username, right? When you click on it, say that please enter your name. So we need to enter our name. How we can do that? There is a method that comes from the alert, right? There is a method that comes from the alert. So what's that method name? That method name is send keys. It's pretty straightforward. And we can say mic, right? So I'm going to use the mic. So then after I enter the mic, what I'm going to do is alert.accept. Then I hit OK, right? So let me actually show you. So let's say I enter mic and then I hit OK. So when I hit it OK, here say that you enter mic. So we just want to make sure that this works. Then in that case, you need to find this text, right? So there is a, let's say, prompt result, copy that by ID. And then what I need to do, I'm going to store this. We can say prompt text. Then, oops, prompt text, I need to find this element, right? Driver will find element by ID, and I'm going to paste that. So now we located the elements. Now, what we need to do is we want to, so let's say write a condition, right? We can say that if from dot, let's say, well, we actually got the text. So what, after we got the text, we need to get that text, right? So we need to, let's actually get that text. We can say that expected from expect text because it comes from the application. And we can say driver dot, oh, sorry about that. We can say that from dot get text. So we are going to get this text. And now we can write our condition. We can say that the text, that the entire text that we get, if the text contains mic, right? If the text contain mic, then we can say that, let's say, mic is found, and mic is found, right? And we can say passed. So what about if it doesn't found? Then in that case, we can say that, let's say, mic not found. We can say that failed, right? So let's actually run this. And all right. Okay, so the first alert, the second, and the third one, all right? And then it's gonna close the browser. Okay, so the test is passed. Mic is found. All right, so, but also it happens pretty fast, right? It happens pretty fast that this is, but I think you got the concept, all right? So if I want to, let's say if I want to slow down some of this part that you can see that properly, right? I don't know if that's a good idea, but I think that's it. So this is how we manage alerts in Selenium Web Drivers. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you in the next video.